Summers in Albania feel different than any I have experienced before. Perhaps it's the fact that I'm well into my 30s now, and I'm in a position where I can largely pick what I want to do with any given day. Or maybe it's that summer in Albania is usually July and August, rather than June and July, like where I grew up. Or, most likely, a combination of both. We were deep into summer now, and I had various projects that I wanted to tackle. So I drove to Korçë to visit my friend Tommy for his expertise and help. The first thing I wanted to do was line my ceiling with wood panels. I've always liked the look of them in a camper van, and once I realized how inexpensive it would be, I couldn't get the idea out of my head. So after a little planning, we ripped down the stock ceiling to see where we could anchor our panels before setting off to the lumber shop to grab some wood.
I'll be back to the height before.
Yeah, if we can figure out the side, but what kind of piece would you put on the side?
Like just a wood strip.
We could do it on the inside also too. Or
Because even though this sucks.
That was your dream from the beginning, was
I think it in some ways is a better solution.
Honestly, though, do we even bother putting that whole bit of plastic up again?
This part?
Yeah, any of it.
I mean, this I can put up right now for it as well.
Great, thank you. So,
Fun.
perfect.
But you're saying like even just leaving the...
Leaving this and the back part that you just took off.
Oh, even this over here?
Yeah, because it looks fine back there.
That could potentially look better than trying to find a way to tie everything in.
Yeah.
We measured and Tommy cut. Then we held the boards in place while Tommy drilled them into the metal crossbeams of the roof. Can't even see it. What the heck is going on with my camera? There it is. Let's get a really close-up angle of it. Make sure everyone can see how big the hole is. Looking good though. As the sun started dropping behind the mountains, we tackled another quick project, trying to create a piece of workout equipment from scratch that would hopefully help me put my knee problems behind me once and for all. Worked until the world turned blue. and Tommy's kids came running out to let us know that dinner was ready. So we called it a night, as the sun reflected its last glory off the clouds.
We finished later last night, and I slept at Tommy's. And now we're going to start working on a couple other smaller projects with the car. It looks pretty good, only a couple of minor mishaps. My sliding door doesn't close all the way right now because of plastic in the way. Oh, it smells really nice in there too. And there's one tiny hole in the roof that we patched, but it was minuscule. Yeah. So today, we try to mount another LED bar on the front bumper.
Oh, okay. You're not even paying for it, so beggars can't be choosers, bro.
So Tommy and I made a trip to a couple of shops to pick up the hardware that we needed. And after some trial and error, we mounted the second LED bar, in a way that can be easily disconnected if the front bumper has to be removed for further maintenance.
We potentially could mount it underneath the number plate down here. Maybe the brackets are on backwards. They're not. They're not.
What a nice setup.
Disassemble again.
I gotta get a job, okay?
Just as it seems like every time I'm working on a car with Tommy, the clouds grew threatening, and as droplets started to plummet, we wrapped up the last piece of tape and torqued the final screw. And I was off back to Pokerdets with my windshield wipers on high. A few days later, I headed to my friend Sam's small permaculture farm. Despite the brief but heavy rain, things there have started to dry up. The flowers are wilting and the grass is turning brown, but things just keep plodding forward, step by step.
Yeah. It's like he knows I'm filming.
They're nice animals. Yesterday he was watering back there, and you can't tell. But next
What?
I found an apricot pit, so I can plant another tree.
Auf jeden Fall sind wir überall dort bei zwei Spitzen.
Tree planting.
And that night, we lit a fire and gathered some guys from work for an evening barbecue. The following morning, I set off on the road with my friend Nikolai. Nikolai moved back to Germany last summer after a few years living in Albania, and as part of his move back, we took a road trip from Perched to Bavaria. This time, however, we were heading in the opposite direction, into Greece. There's a common theme that keeps arising in my life recently. It goes like this. Someone will tell me about a place and mention that I should visit. I keep telling myself I will visit eventually, but continually put it off. Then, I finally make the decision to make the trip there and realize that I should have done it when it was first suggested. And it would only take me a short time in Greece to realize that this is, yet again, another one of those times.
That's actually unreal.
You were right, this whole thing.
We could enjoy the sunset from our balcony. This is like there's a cave up at the top. It would be so cool to live here. I mean, in some ways.
Meteora is one of those places that feels almost imagined, like a setting pulled from a myth and dropped into the center of Greece. Towering rock pillars rise straight from the earth as if sculpted by time and intention, and atop them sit centuries-old monasteries impossibly perched between heaven and stone. Once a place of quiet refuge for monks seeking solitude, Meteora still holds that hush in its bones. Even with visitors climbing its paths and peering over its ledges, there's a stillness that lingers, a kind of reverence. It's not just a place to see, but to feel. To walk between sky and earth and wonder how anyone ever built something so enduring on something so fragile. And being here, it feels like stepping into a dream shaped by centuries. The rocks themselves look ancient and otherworldly, weathered by time, wind, and something almost spiritual. Even with footsteps and cameras and the sound of tour buses far below, there's a kind of hush that stays with you.
Didn't I tell you those trees looked like monastery trees?
Those are the ones we saw.
Meteora isn't just a place to visit. It's a place that makes you pause. A reminder of how small we are and how much beauty can come from reaching upward.
Probably.
And we sat on the balcony of our room, drinking it in, as we watched the last of the sunlight swim through the landscape. And the next morning we were up again to wander through a couple of the more popular monasteries.
This is like half the way. Is it heavy?
These steps are so much more organized than the first one.
And they're each step is small. Completely,
So it kind of looks like ochre.
yes. Especially those small
Yeah.
towers. But with a pool and a balcony and with a great view. Instead of their bodies.
That's very true as well.
So maybe I'm a bit too confident in my country. So we could have brought.
Whoops.
These final two were recommended by the hotel worker as the ones to see, and while they were beautiful, they felt more like museums than pieces of ancient history. But despite that, there's something about Meteora that leaves you quiet for a while. After walking through monasteries built on pillars of stone, after watching the sun paint cliffs that feel older than memory, the world just feels bigger. Not a lot of August has passed yet, but it feels different than the Augusts of the past. August is typically one of the slowest months of the year for my work. Many people are on vacation. Projects aren't trying to make big changes. It feels like a month for everyone to step back and take a breath before launching into the coming school year, starting in September. But this August has been different. I haven't had as much time to hang out on the beach. I've been purposely keeping myself busy, writing, editing, building a new website for work, getting my body to a point where it can withstand another 8 months of professional basketball. My skin doesn't have the bronze glow that it's used to in the late summer, but somehow, this year, I'm okay with it. So while summers in Albania have always felt different than summers in the US, maybe there's not one particular feeling for summer. Maybe every summer is different. Maybe some summers are for relaxation, while others are for growth and pushing yourself. And it seems like summer 2025 is one of the latter, or at least a healthy mix of both. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll be back soon.